Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. I have a couple of patients for you in this compilation, and this is patient 1 who attended with bilateral, fully occluding wax plugs. And we're going to commence with their left ear first. So in this ear, I wouldn't say the wax plug is fully occluding, and that's for the reason there is a little gap to the right anteriorly where we can see some portion of the eardrum at least. So I would say this is about 3/4 blocked. I'm unaware of a current grading system in wax obstruction, and it's something that I may kind of work to develop. And what I mean by that is some of you may have been watching some of the procedures I perform when I'm removing a keratosis obturans, which is a dead skin plug, and in that you get 4 different grades. So potentially, when it comes to wax impaction, you can have a grade 1, which is your mildest form, where you've got, for say, 25% or less blockage. So I typically phrase that a partial occlusion. And then you could have a half blocked ear, which is a grade 2, which is semi-occluding, a 3/4 blocked, a bit like this patient, so a grade 3, and then a fully blocked ear, like you're going to see in their right twinning, which is a grade 4. So it's just a thought. But it can possibly help sometimes when we're writing to other healthcare professionals or medics. So for example, if I'm writing a referral letter to a doctor or ENT, instead of using long terminology as in partial occluding or semi-occluding or fully occluding, I can write a grade 4 wax impaction. It just makes things a bit clearer. So there's so many other things going on at the moment, so I want to put that in the back burner at present. So this is the same patient, this is their right side. So this is, I would categorize as a grade 4 wax impaction if ever this grading system takes off. And it's a wax plug extending all the way from the entrance to the eardrum. And I think I'm able to remove this in one singular piece. You just got some skin there, hence why it's reflected. So just move that out of the way. And you may see the angle of the suction probe. It's coming from, say, 9 o'clock down to, about 10 o'clock down to about 4 o'clock. So that's almost, the angulation is towards the eardrum. You can see the ear canal veers off to the right. Nice healthy eardrum. It's quite a bendy ear, hence why I use that particular angle of the, you can see it again, it's a very similar angle I'm using. So I'm just mopping up near the entrance. Now, is this going to cause the patient any massive symptoms? No, it may cause a bit of itchiness on the outside. We're on the cartilage portion, so I'm just going to see if I can take this away. I think I'm going to use just a bit of dead skin, I think, that I removed. I had to use some forceps. You'll see that in a moment. But you can, that's on the screen about 6 o'clock. You can see that part of the cartilage, and there again, that's the second bend. So beyond that, the ear canal is made up of bone, and anything before that, where we're working here, is made up of cartilage. So this is not wax, it's just dead skin and keratin, and it's not. It may migrate by itself, but given that obviously there was a wax impaction, the likelihood it probably won't, and it could be that it's due to the curvature of the patient's ear. If you think about a river, when it's going around bends, it deposits all the heavy loads on the inside where it kind of runs a bit slower, and sometimes the ears can work like that. When you've got bends and twists, the skin migration may be affected, and to assist with the skin migration, you need a bit of blood flow, and the back part of the ear canal in particular has lower reduced vascularization compared to, say, the top or the front. Also, the base of the ear canal sometimes is prone to, in some patients, having reduced blood flow, and that can lead to other conditions like a benign osteonecrosis, is where the underlying bone at the base of the ear canal, it's starved of the necessary oxygen and blood and nutrients that it requires, so that bone begins to break down, so necrosis of the bone, hence the name osteonecrosis. And then you can develop sequestrium, which is when bone starts separating from itself. So this is patient 2. Patient 2 has been coming for the last couple of years on a 6-monthly cycle. On this occasion, they weren't entirely sure whether their ears were blocked. They didn't have any major symptoms. However, they were due to go on holiday. I think they must be at their destination at the moment as I speak. And the first time they came, they were really, really nervous, extremely nervous actually. they've had a bad experience with their ears before, and so we really helped. It was difficult the first time, just to keep them still, but we managed, and now they still are nervous, but they're able to control that their anxiety, which is great. And I find just talking to the patient as I'm performing the procedure really helps to calm them down. We just make them want to feel at home. If anyone's been to my clinics, I know a lot of patients who are watching online have visited my clinic. It's a grade 2 listed cottage, so it's like it's quite quirky, full of character, but also it's quite clinical. So it's the best of both worlds. We've tried to make it really, really homely, but of course it's a clinic as well. So it's getting that right balance. So, and I think all this helps. It does help to, if anyone's got any concerns, having that warm, welcoming atmosphere just puts you at ease. We have some nice music going on in the background as well. Not in the clinic room, in the reception room, and my clinic manager and also my business development manager from my other company, they're just people person, so they love to have a little natter with the patients as they come in, and so it's great. It's hopefully, it's a good kind of recipe and cocktail of not only combining the front of house, but also ensuring what I do in the back, so in the clinical side of things, it's all aligned. It's all in synchrony. You could have like the best treatment in the world from a specialist, but if the front of house is not great, then it takes away from that, and vice versa. You could have the best front of house, but the specialist you're seeing is not very, may lack a few bedside manners, etc., and it takes away from the whole experience. So that's our ethos. So patient 2, as I said, just keeping them relaxed. On this side, you may see they've got a kind of a widening at the base of the ear canal. You can probably see it there. It's almost a trench, a crater. Now, it's not infected in any way, but it's possible this patient in the past may have had keratosis obturans, which is causing a global expansion of the canal, or they may have had a canal cholesteatoma. The patient doesn't report any previous surgery or any previous infections per se. So it could be benign osteonecrosis, which I just described earlier. It's when you've got reduced blood flow going to the bone of the ear canal, which then causes the bone to break away and die away, and then you get separation of the bone. Or it could just be anatomical. They were just born like that, so it's very hard to tell. So just mopping up near the entrance now. So we're nearly done. So just a quick update, guys. Just we did receive some more correspondence today. It was nothing spectacular, nothing new. It's just still doubling down, not answering the questions. So the members are really, really not happy at all, and they want me to start a new society, which I'm contemplating. In any case, guys, I hope wherever you are in the world, you're all keeping well and safe with everything that's going on. Do take care of yourselves, and speak to you soon. Bye.